I'm so glad you're here. If you're watching this video, please like and subscribe to my channel and tell me in the comments where you're listening to my story. The Price of Silence, a heart-touching story about love, betrayal and forgiveness. It was past 10 at night. The house was quiet. Emily sat on the couch, holding a cup of coffee gone cold. Her husband's phone lit up beside her. And one message shattered her heart. "I miss you too, Megan." She didn't scream. She didn't cry out loud. She just sat there, staring at the screen as tears slipped down silently. Her little boy, Ethan, was asleep in the next room. Emily whispered softly, "Sleep well, baby. Daddy will be home soon." But deep down, she knew, nothing would ever be the same again. For months, Daniel had been distant. Late nights at work. A new cologne. Smiles that didn't reach his eyes. Emily noticed everything. The lies, the excuses, the phone he guarded like a secret. Once, they laughed over burnt pancakes and old sitcoms. Now, they ate in silence. The kind of silence that hurts more than shouting ever could. At night, she lay awake thinking, "What did I do wrong? Why am I not enough?" But she never confronted him. She just hoped, maybe, he'd find his way back. One afternoon, while folding laundry, Emily found a lipstick stain on Daniel's shirt. Not hers. And perfume, the kind she never wore. When he came home that night, she asked quietly, "Daniel, is there something you want to tell me?" He froze. Then snapped, "Why do you always doubt me, Emily? Can't you trust me for once?" The door slammed. And with that sound, something inside her broke. Trust, faith, maybe even love. Weeks passed. Emily stopped asking questions. She smiled for Ethan, cooked, cleaned, but she wasn't living anymore. One morning, she fainted in the kitchen. The doctor's words were simple but heavy. "She's exhausted. She needs rest. And peace." Daniel sat beside her hospital bed that night, watching the woman who once gave his world color now lying pale and weak. He reached for her hand. I can't lose you." Her voice was faint but steady. "You already did, Daniel. When I sat next to you and you looked right through me." A few days later, Daniel's phone rang. The name on the screen, Megan. He answered, voice shaky. "Megan, I." But she interrupted. "Daniel, I didn't know you were married. Don't call me again. Don't destroy your family for a mistake." And she hung up. That silence after the call. It was louder than any fight. For the first time, Daniel saw what he had done. He remembered the sacrifices. Emily giving up her career, staying home with their son. Always putting him first. And he realized, he had thrown away gold for glitter. One evening, Daniel came home early. Emily was on the porch, reading. The sunset painted her face in gold, but her eyes were tired. He sat beside her. "Emily, I messed up. I don't know how to fix this." She didn't look up. "Do you know what hurt the most?" she asked. He waited. "It wasn't your lie. It was how you made me feel invisible." Daniel's eyes filled with tears. I'm sorry, he whispered. She closed her book and finally looked at him. I forgive you, Daniel. But forgiveness isn't a reset button. It's a mirror. You still have to face what you broke. Weeks turned into months. Daniel changed. Really changed. He came home early, helped Emily cook, played with Ethan, and stopped hiding behind his phone. He didn't just say, I'm sorry, he showed it. One night, as they tucked Ethan into bed, Daniel whispered, Thank you for not giving up on me. Emily smiled faintly. I didn't stay for what we were, Daniel. I stayed for what we could still become. Months later, their house didn't feel heavy anymore. Laughter slowly came back. Soft, careful, but real. Daniel learned something the hard way. A woman's silence isn't peace. It's pain waiting to be heard. And Emily learned too. Forgiveness isn't about saving someone else. It's about freeing yourself from hate. The clock ticked again. But this time, the silence in the house wasn't painful. It was peaceful. Ending message. If you're listening to this and someone you love has gone quiet, don't ignore it. Ask. Listen. Because sometimes, silence is love's last cry for help. Did you like my story? And which city are you listening from? Let's meet in the comments. If you like the story, you can support me by sending a super thanks so I can keep bringing more stories like this. Thank you so much for your sweet support. Don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next life story. With love and respect.